Now, everything here on this earth happens with synchronicity. In fact, there's a lot of, philosophical debate whether or not it's synchronicity or it's all just chaos anyway. But, I wanted to make a video about manifesting and chi, which is the spiritual body and the spiritual energy of your body. Going forth and talking about it, I wanted to say that it is the magic that keeps us all alive today. Everything within the human body works for a reason, and the whole point of chi is that it is the energy of the human soul. And there's a lot to talk about with this subject, and I have quite a bit to say, because chi is the very reason why we are alive at all on this planet Earth. And it also works with the Kundalini, the Shiva, and the Shakti. It works with the Kundalini, the activation of the Kundalini, because that is the life force. Chi is just another name that the Chinese came up with. And there is a good technique to break down the chi and recreate it as well, that I was taught as well. So, but you can always work through the chi, through meditation, through yoga, and a whole bunch of exercises. But definitely, chi is all. You see, that is the mystical system of the human body. And there's many different diagrams to research, study, and understand when it comes to chi, or your body life force. There are 7 different chakras, and there's a Kundalini when you awaken and empower your inner self, far more than the typical everyday human Joe, or Joan of Arc, or whatever you want to believe. Then there are many different people in this whole world that have activated their chi, and their chi becomes more and more divine as time goes on, because chi and chi work is nothing more than a power structure, and that is what it really is. Chi is nothing more than a power structure of martial arts, yoga, and many other Eastern traditions that are creeping into the West. And like I said, the West is the best. That's what Jim Morrison said. The West is the best. But there are many different structures and diagrams to research when you go into the infinitum and you fully understand of these subjects in a perfect degree of understanding. These things will keep coming to you. If you are chosen to understand a divine nature or anything like that, then your research will take you to new heights. Such great heights you will be able to attain and grasp as time moves on and you fully understand the will of the human soul, the chi of the human soul. And you have many different choices along your path workings. You have many different choices to go forward and do what thou wilt, to do whatever law you create. Because there are many different hermetic principles, there are many different natural laws, there are many different scientific laws of relativity. There's many different laws, but it's time to create out of your own heart and your own mind and your own soul, to create your own laws that you wish to follow suit. Many different tracts to write. The basic tract is something written in paper, the old school Egyptian paper, anything like that, to create anything that you desire. And just create your own laws, create your own energy, create your own master self. See, the best thing about chi work is that you can create your own magical energy. You can create your own soul out of many different things, and there's a lot to aspire to when you do such work. When you do such work and you fully understand the human potential within you, within the individual. And that's what it's about, learning independence, structure of your own mind, and free will, liberty, and justice for all. That is one of the main points of understanding chi work, understanding your own chi, your own energy, your own Kundalini, activating your own power source, your own human divine nature. That is what it's really about, is finally becoming full and understanding yourself far more than your everyday Joe, your everyday drug dealer, your everyday anything, or your everyday shoplifting mother, whatever is in your area of pursuit. Be your own self. That's what it's really about, is finally delving deep into understanding what truly makes you special throughout this whole world. Go through your own energy systems and work it out. If you have any problems, that's what you have to do. And there's many different ways to meditate on the situations that you are given as a human being, looking for a reason to expand one's personal knowledge and understanding of the great divine nature of all of reality. What the divine teaches you, the divine gods teach you, is that there is such thing as manifestation through will. And what they mean by manifestation, it means manifesting your own will, your own chi work, and becoming your own master. That's what it's really about, is becoming your own divine will, your own magic. Learn how to take things in within yourself and fully understand what makes your human potential so much more superior than your friends, maybe even family. Maybe it depends on who is around you. And you need to understand that there is something more to this human existence than going by day-to-day life. But once you actually start understanding the mundane world, it starts going out in the non-mundane, the esoteric, if you will start reaching out to you more and more and more. And that is one of the first things that you need to understand, is that everything has a purpose. And going through and understanding mundane life, having a job, 9 to 5, whatever you will, understanding that will make your potential in the esoteric world much more unique, much more powerful, if you really believe in such things, because everything does have a purpose. Everything will always come down to you having a point, to you having an ultimate point of understanding what it's like. And once you actually manifest your chi, your energy force, you will be able to choose a side, the yin or the yang. That is always the first step, is choosing your very first side, is yin or yang, shadow or the light. But that's not the main point. The main point is that you cannot have balance without both. You cannot have balance without both. You have to, in order to understand the light, you need to understand your shadow. You need to remove any sense of duality from your systems before you go into such meandering thought forms. And you will understand that your chi is of all. Because there is really no such thing as duality. I've made a multiple series videos on duality itself. It is non-existent. So choose a side, express yourself within the side, and then eventually you will become yin and yang. And you will nurture yourself in both the shadow, under the tree, and the tree itself within the light. You will be the tree, understanding all of existence, and that's what it's really about. So go forward and understand your inner potential and manifest your chi. And if you have any blockages, learn how to manifest and take care of it. Because only you can take care of yourself. Nobody else is going to take care of you for you. Everything is always going to be your own nature throughout yourself. So if you have any blockages, then there's a point to that blockage, and you need to get down to the root and figure out what actually caused that blockage in the first place, and understand the higher duality of all, which means you have to eventually, the next step is surpassing the yin and yang force and finding a third force, a third root, if you will. And then that third root will grow a fourth root. See, that's the point of growing a plant, is that eventually it will grow more and more roots, and those roots will become longer and longer and longer. How many roots does it take to plant something? Because only two of those roots are really yin and yang, good and evil. That's only the first step. And once you actually understand the first step, you can go to the second and grow the third root. Eventually you might have dozens or even hundreds. It depends on how big of a plant you really want to grow yourself into. And that is the divine nature of the all. Of all forces of the universe working in union. And your chi, the center of your chi, is with the rest of the universe. Your chi is with the rest of the world. You react to every single situation that arouses around you. And that is how chi works. That is how magic works. And growing into the great work. Becoming one with the all. The all-seeing eye. The third eye. Your sixth chakra, your ajna chakra. And understanding the structure and diagrams of the reality around you, and the mathematical, quantifiable importance of everything that is surrounding you. Once you start understanding all that, then you really will go to the third step in becoming, like I said, a demigod of your own nature. See, this is the pathway to your higher self. That is what it really is, 100 roots and more. And I really just want to say that you are doing a fine job. Everybody is their own unique force in the universe. Everybody will come down to you. That's what you need to start understanding. And because that is what it makes the true reality of the situation, much more than you really want to anticipate. Become more powerful. Have more strength in your own will. And that is the most important lesson of all. And eventually you will evolve your chakra system and your Kundalini. But the first step is activating the Kundalini before doing so. This is just a natural side effect of spiritual ascension. All of your Kundalini force will start turning into one body force, in a sense. But, like I said with chi, your body force, just keep building on it. And that's all you gotta do, is learn how to build upon your chi force and become an expression of your own will. That is one of the most important things that I could say, is focus on yourself. Work more on your chi, your chakras, your life force. Turn your petals into something more, and eventually your soul will start evolving into a one-force body. And that is the fourth step. The fifth step comes later on, and that is called merging with the divine light. So I hope you all enjoy my message today. And remember, always keep focusing on yourself. Peace.